Hey everyone! COGOP Christian Education presents A Call to Be Inspired Again, a documentary remembering our powerful, creative, and positive Black trailblazers. Premiere 1, February 6th, 7 p.m. Premiere 2, February 13th, 7 p.m. Premiere 3, February 20th, 7 p.m. Watch on YouTube with COGOP SOP Media.
And I rise like the day, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I rise up, I like the waves, I rise up, in spite of the ache, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust.
Robinson dashes to the plate. Motion. Umpire Summers smiles and takes on the daring maneuver.
Let it. Who taught you to hit the let it be sound. To such extent that you bleed to get like the white man? Who taught you to hit the shape of your nose? I like this part right there. Of your lips? Come on. Who taught you to heat yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? The hope of slaves sitting around a fire singing freedom. The hope of immigrants setting out for distant shores. The hope of a young... They sing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on. Let us march on. Till victory is won.
Hi, my name is Josiah Barrett and I'm in the 7th grade, and Christian Education present A Call to Be Inspired Again.
Hi, my name is Dijine and I'm in the 6th grade, and I want to thank you all for coming tonight and for this presentation, and I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Deshawn Thompson. I'm in the 7th grade. We're very excited to have you join us today. And now we pass it over to Maya Angelou's poem. Thank you.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I rise.
Wow, that was an amazing poem by Maya Angelou. And now for our second night, we have 3rd to 6th graders. But for right now, we're going to have 3rd to 4th graders. Hope you enjoy.
Hi everyone. Hi Christian Education. My name is Mariah McIntosh. I am from the 3rd to 4th grade Christian Education. I will be telling you about Annie Lee Cooper. This is what she looks like. And if you do not know her, I will be telling you some information about her. Annie Lee Cooper was born on June 2nd, 1910, and died at November 24th, 2010. She was an African-American civil rights activist in the 1965 Selma voting rights movement, who is best for punching Dallas Country, Alabama Sheriff Jim Clark. She fought for the rights of Black Americans with ferocity. That is about Annie Lee Cooper. Annie Lee Cooper is my favorite Black history person. Bye, Annie Lee Cooper.
Grandpa, can you please tell us about your favorite national heroine, Nanny of the Maroons?
Yes, grandson.
Yes, I want to hear.
Born in the Ashanti tribe of the beautiful African country of Ghana in 1686, Nanny of the Maroons was sold into slavery and brought to Jamaica as a child.
Oh my God!
Exactly. But she and her 4 brothers, Kodjo, Akompong, Johnny, and Kwao,
What a funny name!
ran away from their plantation and hid from their slave masters into the Blue Mountains, which was later called Nannytown, in the parish of St. Thomas. They later separated in order to organize more Maroon towns across Jamaica. Nanny married a Maroon named Adu, but they had no children.
Oh no!
It's very, very sad.
Yes!
Nanny or Granny Nanny, as she was lovingly called, was an outstanding military leader who was well known by both Maroon and British settlers. She knew exactly how to plan with the Maroons in order to attack and raid plantations for weapons, food, burning them, setting other slaves free.
Wow, so brave, don't you, Grandpa?
Yes, she was very, very brave.
Yes!
She did this for more than 30 years.
Wow!
And fed more than 800 slaves.
Oh my!
According to the Journal of the Assembly of Jamaica, 29th to 30th March 1733, Granny Nanny was killed by a Negro slave called William Coffey.
What a wicked man! Not true, Grandpa?
Yes, he was very wicked. Who was paid by the British to fight against the Maroons.
Wicked.
In the first Maroon War against the British, she was buried at Bump Grave in Moortown in the parish of Portland. Granny Nanny,
Yes!
valiant,
Yes!
great,
Yes!
powerful, stealthy, and a determined leader.
I love that Nanny!
Hi, my name is Emma Hamilton. Today I'll be talking about the life of Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler was born Rebecca Davis on February 8th in 1831 in Delaware. She was raised by her aunt who frequently took care of her sick neighbors. This may have influenced Rebecca's career choices in the medical field. In 1860, upon the recommendations of the doctor she served under, she was admitted to the New England Female Medical College in Boston, Massachusetts. Crumpler graduated 4 years later and was the first African-American woman in the United States to earn a medical degree. She was also the only African American woman to graduate from the New England Female Medical College and one of the first African Americans to author a medical book. Her book was titled A Book on Medical Discourses and was published in 1883. Dr. Crumpler died on March 9th, 1895.
Hi, I'm Tori from grades 3 to 4. The person I'm presenting on is Harriet Tubman. Harriet was an African American woman that was born on March 1822. Harriet was born into slavery, which caused her to not attend school. Harriet was born into a family of 10. She had 8 siblings. Harriet's mom, Rit Ross, and her dad, Ben Ross, took care of all 8 of them, even if they were slaves. In 1849, on September, Tubman chose to escape with the Underground Railroad, which saved many people at the time. Harriet Tubman is a legend for bravely freeing 100 people. Harriet changed the impact in this world for doing the unthinkable. Harriet died on March 10th, 1913. As you can see, Harriet Tubman was brave for escaping, and she was caring because she went back 13 times just to save everyone. So on this Sunday, I want you to remember her life. And I'm Tori Johnson, signing off.
Wow, great job, 3rd and 4th graders. And now, everybody sit back, relax, and now we're going to listen to a song named Glory by John Legend and Common. Hope you enjoy.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh, glory, glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh, glory, glory. Now the war is not over, victory isn't won, but we'll fight on to the finish, and then when it's all done, we'll cry glory, oh glory,
oh. Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. No one can win a war individually. It take the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
One day, glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh,
Woo! That was such a good song, Glory. And now we present grade 5 and 6. So I'm very excited to present to you all that we had worked on so hard. And I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Barack Obama. I was born August 4th, 1961. My mother's name is Stan Lee, and she passed in 1955. I was the first African American president. I went to school at Harvard University and I studied law. I helped my community by helping young adults and adults getting jobs. I made our healthcare plan for seniors. I made America great again. My name is Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Malcolm X is the African American leader and prominent figure of the Nation of Islam. Malcolm X was born May 19, 1925, in Omaha, Nebraska. He died February 21st, 1965. After his assassination of his life, the autobiography of Malcolm X, he became the ideological hero of young black youth.
Hi, my name is Lila Hamilton. Today I will be talking about the life of Ray Montague. Born Ray Dean Jordan, Ray Montague is the first person ever to create a computer-generated rough draft of a U.S. naval ship. She was also the first female program manager of the ships in the United States. Montague's determination to become an engineer started when she was 7 years old, and her grandfather took her to see a traveling exhibit of a German submarine. Montague was impressed and fascinated by the ship, which started her journey to becoming an engineer. After earning a degree in business in 1956, Montague moved to Washington, D.C. to get an office job with the Navy. At first, Montague's boss made it very difficult for her to succeed, but she kept working hard learning new skills. During the Vietnam War in 1971, Montague was given a month to design a warship using a computer program. She did this in less than 19 hours. This accomplishment won Montague the U.S. Navy's Meritorious Civilian Service Award in 1972. The Navy then began to use Montague's system to design all its ships and submarines. Montague also worked with other government agencies and taught at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. In 1990, she retired. In 2013, Montague was inducted into the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame and the Arkansas Women's Hall of Fame in 2018. On October 10, 2018, Montague died in Little Rock.
Hello there. I am Jaden Hopwood. I will be talking about Martin Luther King Jr. A civil rights leader, Dr. King fought for justice through peaceful protest and delivered some of the 20th century's most iconic speeches. In the mid-1950s, Dr. King led the movement to end segregation and counter prejudice in the United States through the means of peaceful protest. Fun fact, Martin Luther King was one of the first people to ever do peaceful protests. He organized a number of peaceful protests as leader of the Southern Christian Leadership's Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. King was imprisoned nearly 30 times. According to the King Center, the civil rights leader went to jail 29 times. He was arrested for acts of civil disobedience and on Trump's charges, such as when he was jailed in Montgomery, Alabama in 1956 for driving 30 miles per hour in a 25-mile per hour zone. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesman and leader in the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968. Fun fact, James Earl Ray was the killer.
Malcolm X was born in May 19, 1925, Omaha, Nebraska. He was an infant with his family. Malcolm moved with his family to Lansing, Michigan. When Malcolm was 6 years old, his father, Rev. Earl Little, a Baptist minister and former supporter of the early black nationalist leader, Marcus Garvey, died after being hit by possibly the victim of a murder by whites. The surviving family was so poor that Malcolm's mother, Louis Little, resorted to cooking dandelion greens from the street to feed her children. She was committed in an insane asylum in 1939, with Malcolm and his siblings going to foster homes. Malcolm excelled and did great in school. Malcolm was imprisoned for 6 years for robbery from 1946 to 1952. He spent time reading and learning about black history between the nation and Malcolm while the nation was saying death threats to Malcolm X. On February 21st, 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated while delivering a lecture at the Abaddon Ballroom in Harlem. Malcolm X was an African-American leader and a prominent figure in the Nation of Islam, whose articulated concepts of race pride and black nationalism in the early 1960s. After his assassination, the widespread distribution of his life story.
Wonderful job, 5th and 6th graders. And now here we have a scripture reading by DJ.
Thank you. Today's scripture reading will be taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Now the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. But we all with open face behold as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy.
Wow, great job, DJ. We need God at this time. But right now, I'm going to introduce 5 to 6th graders with their part 2. Hope you enjoy.
Carter G. Woodson was an African-American writer and historian known as the father of black history. He was the second African-American to receive a doctorate from Harvard. In 1925, Carter G. Woodson started the tradition of celebrating black history when he announced Negro History Week, a celebration of a people that many in this country at the time believed had no place in history. He was born December 19th, 1875 in New Canton, Virginia, and died April 3rd, 1950 in Washington, D.C.
Barack Obama was inaugurated as the 44th President of the United States, becoming the first African American to serve in that office on January 20, 2009. The son of a white American mother and a black Kenyan father, Obama grew up in Hawaii, leaving the state to attend college, and he earned degrees from Columbia University and Harvard Law School. Obama worked as a communication organizer in Chicago, where he met and married Michelle Robinson in 1992. Their two daughters, Mela and Sasha, were born in 1998 and 2001, respectively. Obama was elected to Illinois State Senate in 1996 and served there for 8 years. In 2004, he was elected by a record majority to the U.S. Senate from Illinois, and in February 2007, announced his candidacy for president after winning a closely fought contest against New York Senator and former First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton. For the Democrat nomination, Obama handily defeated Senator John McCain of Arizona and Republican nominee for president in the general election. Thank you. Bye.
This is Janine Gale, and today I'll be talking about James Baldwin. You may ask, who is James Baldwin? James Baldwin was an essayist, playwright, and novelist, and voice of American civil rights movement, and known for work including The Native Son, The Fire Next Time, and Go Tell It on the Mountain. Why is James Baldwin important, you may ask? Because he wrote several essays on the civil rights movement, which were published in a magazine including Harper's The New York Times. Baldwin later joined the Congress of Racial Inequalities, causing him to travel across South America lecturing on his views of racial inequalities. On Baldwin's first trip to the South, key silence remained about why he went, what he felt, and what he saw. Silence held in place by illusions of 1915 as well as by their illusions that continued into 21st century. Some of his quotes, but this one is one of his popular quotes. It says, "You think your pain and your heartbreak are unpredicted in the history of the world, but then you read, it was the book that taught me that the things that tormented me most were the very thing that connected me with all the people who were alive and who had ever been alive." Samuel L. Jackson read Baldwin's words and documentary, saying, "I am not your Negro." In one such moment, Jackson read from Baldwin independently and still little understanding 1972 Mirror, No Name in the Street. As he speaks, Jackson reveals as most interesting mistaken memory of Baldwin. This is James Baldwin in his very old days. He's a very humble man and he is very respected. This is about James Baldwin and what he did for the civil rights and everything that he did. This is by Dejanay Gill, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jaden Roberts, and today I will be talking to you about the one and only black activist movie star, William L. Johnson. William L. Johnson is an American actor and musician who held starring roles in a lot of projects. It was including Blue Hill Avenue, Motives 1 and 2, Mansfield 12, Crossover, Doing Hard Time and Tears of a Clown. Johnson has also acted with a few other actors like Stephen Baldwin and Carrie Weir. He acted with those people in Showtime's A Spider's Web. And he was also a musician. He released an album under the persona of Brotha Bill called Brotha Bill, Underground Funky Street Soul Brotha. The music falls under neo soul, R&B, and funk categories. Soon after graduation from Emerson Visual Performing Arts High School, he formed a group named Black to Black. And he was supported by the manager. His name was Jimmy Newton in 1999. Johnson and producer/engineer Booker T. Jones conceived Bald Dread Head, which garnered significant exposure when they scored the movie soundtrack for Ragdoll. I have some more information. William L. Johnson has made $12 million in his whole career, making $4 million per year and $32,000 per month. Here's a gallery of William L. Johnson. So, yeah. I hope you liked the video. And that was my assignment on William L. Johnson. Thank you, and bye.
We're coming to you live from the Black History Month Network. Here today we have a special guest, an extraordinary woman. She was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York on November 30th, 1924 to immigrant parents, and is the eldest of 4 siblings. In 1964, she ran and became the second African American in the New York State Legislature. In 1972, she was the first African American woman to seek nomination to become the President of the United States. Please join me to welcome Ms. Shirley Chisholm. Nice to meet you. Please have a seat. Thank you. It's a joy having you here today.
Thank you.
So tell us about your career.
Okay, so basically I was an elementary school teacher.
Wow. So what are the important things you accomplished?
Well, I became an author, American politician, and an educator.
Wow. Do you say you influence a lot of people around you in politics?
Well, yes, because as a black woman in the USA, trying to do things is not really easy. But when you're a certain color, stuff isn't always easy.
They tend to give you the lower hand.
Yes. So being a black woman, being able to accomplish that is a very...
Of course. Great. something you want to tell people to remember,
Well, basically what I want to say is, I want to be remembered as a woman who dared to be a catalyst of change.
Awesome. There you go, everyone. Miss Shirley Chisholm.
Thank you for having me.
Wow! Great job, 3 to 6th graders. And now, a special thank you to the teachers. Sister Savita, Sister Doreen, Sister Hamilton, Sister Green, and Sister Jody. Thank you! And now, we are going to have a song by a teacher from my school, Grow Up Green Charter School, Mr. Ben. This song is named Matter. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, yo, it's Mr. Ben, y'all. Big up Dreamer, one team. Yo, I matter, you matter, Black lives matter, brown lives matter. Push up all your hand and now we all come together. Take a look around and see the world is filled with matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, we call it matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, yo, food is matter, clothes is matter, the chain and the ring, all my swag is matter, the gas that you pass in class is matter, the water you drink is matter, heat isn't matter, light isn't matter, your thoughts and your feelings not matter, time isn't matter, but it does matter, so I'm gonna end the song right now. No, if all lives matter, then Black lives matter, so your life matters. Push up all your hand and now we all come together. No matter, has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, we call it matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, yo, I wanna tell you what matters. Your career and your future matter. Your education matters. Make sure that you get it cause it matters. Speaking up for yourself matters. Advocating for others matters. Work hard, pay attention, show determination. Doing that matters, it matters. If all lives matter, then Black lives matter. So your life matters. Push up all your hand and now we all come together. No matter, has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, we call it matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, yo, matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, we call it matter. Has a mass and takes up space. Could be food or your pretty little face. Solid a gas or in liquid state. If it takes up space, yo, if all lives matter, then Black lives matter. So your life matters. Push up all your hand and now we all come together now.
Hi again, it's Josiah Barrett. And some of y'all might ask, why is Black History Month important? Black History Month is an annual observer organization in the United States where it is also as African American History Month. It has received official recognition from the governments in the United States and Canada, and more recent has been observed in Ireland and the United Kingdom. It been as a way of remembering important people and events in the history of African diaspora. It is a celebration in February in the United States and Canada, while in Ireland and the United Kingdom is observed in America. And now I'm going to pass you over to DJ.
Thank you, Josiah. My input about the Black history and why it is important. I think that Black History Month is important because it's a remembrance of what Black people endured in the past and what they had to do to survive. And it also shows our heroes, the people who help us to be here today. So Black history is to reflect and to say thank you and to move on. And I hope. And now we present Deshelle. What do you think about Black history?
Thanks, Dejanay. Black history is important because our ancestors suffered for us to have a better life, for us to not be discriminated by the color of our skin. That is what Black history means to me. Well, we had an amazing night. So thank you for watching and have a good night. See you at the next premiere. Bye!